This guy is 100 points below you, but he's Cumans, so that probably makes up for it. And opponent doesn't have the greatest Cuman. Well, nah, he has a really good Cuman map. He gets a TC here on the stone. Holy moly, impossible. Absolutely impossible. Byzantines is it's kind of a slower defendy civ, and it's not really the civ that you want against Cumans. It's like the opposite of what you need to do here. You could try and go for towers, like Skirm Spear towers can do something. Opponent has forward berries, so that's something that you can do against Cuman Boom, is if you take them off of berries early, they can have trouble, and they can't really defend their berries if they go for the second TC right away. You have a perfect fish boom pond in the back too, by the way. Sick. If you did that. But yeah. Let's point out any little mistakes, if we can find any. This is 1800 though, so there's not going to be anything super, super obvious, or at least like really obvious in the efficiency usually. Cuman Ram is way more fun. Yeah, it is way more fun. I wish Cuman 2TC didn't exist, so we would see more Cuman Ram. It's way more fun. It's just not as like consistently effective. Okay, we just took 3 sheep all at once, so we just had 3 sheep decaying there. If we run out of food early feudal, it's because of stuff like that. 1 wood line is not very good in my opinion. Just do the second wood line. Look at the efficiency issue, right? Like these villas will have to walk like 3 tiles away. Like why even go to the wood line at this point? Just go to the stragglers. It's going to be even more efficient to just take from stragglers. Like look at this disgustingness. Second wood line for sure. They have to buff Cuman Ram if they remove 2TC. Not at all. The reason we don't see Ram is because 2TC exists. This is a horrible second TC from the opponent. A tower rush, you put a tower on these berries and you win. His TC should have been here on the stone. Because now he just loses to towers. What is your scouting? You see it too. And you're gonna go forward, right? Wait, what are you doing? His base is here. Why are we going this way? Why are we trying to be sneaky? He literally has nothing. You know he's 2TC. Why are we trying to be sneaky? Where are we going? Just go directly here. No need to go up here. Yeah, exactly. That tower is maybe a little late. We could have probably sent them a little bit earlier. We made a few too many houses here. It's fine, though. How's the eco? Yeah, we have a fine number on wood. Almost too many, but it's fine. This tower doesn't even range the far end of this, though. Like, you don't need to be sneaky. He literally has nothing. Just put it a bit closer. I like that you're walling this in, though. But you're not covering everything. Oh, no, we gotta wall it in faster, though. Oh, he gave up on it, though. Hey, that's all right. Yeah, just gotta get those bills out. All right, this is good. Now, don't throw your spears, though. Gotta be careful about that. He can't really support his 2TCs here. So he has to make a bunch of farms. Oh, this tower doesn't do anything. This is gonna lose your game. Getting a second tower on the exact same resource doesn't do anything. Like, what does this do? It doesn't do anything. You put it here. You put it here and you win this game. You put it here and it doesn't do anything. Also, you're still not even covering that little bit here. If you're gonna put it here, it at least needs to be here. You don't actually need to chain your towers if you have army. The only reason you chain your towers is if you have no army, but you have army. So it's actually fine to go deeper. If you just get the thing in there, wall the vills in, he can't do anything. Now, you probably want to have more than 3 vills. You want to have 5 vills with your tower rush, not 3. 3 is not enough. If you have 5 vills here, this is going to be much better. But yeah, you're kind of making this useless tower here. You're trying to chain them, but that's too slow. He's already 15 vills ahead. We can't be wasting time like this. He can just afford to send vills because he has so many extra vills. So you have to get that critical tower on his farms here earlier. First tower should have been 1 tile forward, and then second tower should have been on his farms here. He would have been struggling. He's still struggling a bit. Oh, I think he killed that tower, right? Oh boy. Maybe you got the delete, but killing a few vills doesn't really matter. You have to deny his food eco so that you can deny future vills, basically, by denying him food. But the opponent's just up now, so we're kind of screwed. We have too much wood. Wait, why do we have so much wood? Wait, okay, 12 on wood. Never go more than 9 on wood here. Getting up to 12 on wood was really, really... Okay, what did we do with the these? Yeah, you really just stay 9 on wood, it's fine. Did you send your berry vills here? These Berryvilles have been chilling for almost a minute. No, you sent them here. Or this was fine. Okay. You have lots of stragglers. Ah, yeah. See, you're sending your farmers to wood. This is a problem. They just need to go to straggler and make more farms. You also are overqueuing skirms, so you can't make as many farms here. Mining camp is like 2 tiles away from the stone for some reason. Just some little things here. Luckily, your wood line is by the mill. But yeah, second wood line would have been so much better. Your efficiency is just quite low here. Your efficiency is only slightly better than the opponent, and the opponent's getting tower rushed. Okay. But yeah, opponent's up, and he'll just kill you now. He will make any unit. He's adding a third TC, which is a blunder. You don't want to add another TC as Cumans here. You want to just make full military and win instead of adding TC. Getting a second tower beside the other tower is good, but it's actually misplaced. It needs to be here. Because if you put it here, then both towers can range the mangonel. If you put it here, then the mangonel can find one position where it's only getting hit by one tower. Anyways, it doesn't really matter because he cleans them up pretty quickly anyways. This is why having some archers is actually okay. Like, the opponent, he can't quite afford to upgrade his knights. He still has +1, but if you had archers plus spears here, you can kind of keep the position. All of his knights are almost dead. Okay, we're up, but we're 20 vills behind. This is just Cumans being very broken. But yeah, going full all-in pike ram is probably the play. This is why Cumans wants to be on a castle. If he gets a castle, you can't do anything. You still probably can't do anything. Well, I mean, faster imp as Biz. If you go for a castle and you get a faster imp, like, the opponent should not have added this third TC. So you could get a castle and start trebbing. As the Byzantines, that's another play. You went for handcart, though, which is the opposite of good. We have 4 TCs. What? We're trying to outboom him? Okay, that's not going to work, unfortunately. We're like 3k res behind. The opponent's just going to be imp already. You can't outboom the Cumans, really. You're going to be imp. The opponent is kind of misplaying a lot, though. He should have just made a bunch of units and killed you, but he kind of sat back. Byzantines can win late. Okay, this castle is low ground to the main hill in the middle, so this castle is very bad. Building a low ground castle is generally the worst thing that you can do, especially going into imp. You could have probably forced this up because you have map control. You could have forced this. This castle here would have been sick, though. This castle here is probably going to cost you if the opponent takes this hill. Going halberdier. Okay, but halbs don't really fight this. Oh man, the opponent is actually Cumaning you with the champion opening. You're kind of blind going into halbs. Skirm Spear is decent though. Cumans don't have the final, or they don't have Gambesons, right? So, pretty sure they don't have Gambesons, right? Yeah. So they lack that final armor, final pierce armor. So their champions will still take 2 damage per hit from skirms. So still not so bad. Oh boy, we're gonna lose. Cataphracts and hand cannons, sure. Yeah, that's pretty good. This game is so wrong. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff happening. The opponent allowed us to get to late game though. Oh, we definitely can't really. Yeah, look. This forward castle that you made just forces you to take a bad fight, and then you lose everything. So not only did you lose the castle, you lost your whole army for free, basically. If you had just not fought there, it would have been fine. Just give up this castle is never good anyways, and take a better fight. Bombards are going to be pretty decent, though. Let's see. Try not to lose these, though. Yeah, you have halbs. It's pretty good. Opponent is over boom, so his army is actually never going to be good enough to stop you now. Your army will always be way bigger. Unless he deletes some vills. And so, actually, this is starting to look up now. Because as long as you just don't lose too many vills here, it's going to be fine. Oh, you have no halbs to protect your siege, though. Halbs were trying to kill champions in the base instead of protecting the siege. That's a major blunder. We got to be protecting the siege. You know he was on Hussar, so protecting the siege with halbs, very, very necessary. The TCs would have cleaned up the champs anyways. It's tricky, though. Theocracy doesn't really matter here. I don't really know why we're getting the book. Maybe misclick. Got a lot of gold. But you're struggling to find things to spend on. So camels are a unit. But, I mean, it's mainly just siege, right? You just need more siege. And, yeah. Just more siege. Make sure to add more farms. We only have 22 farms. So if we lose these halbs here, we just lose. We're just throwing half the army for some reason. You killed one Treb, but, I mean, it's not that necessary. The Treb died with the bombards anyways. Okay. Yeah, opponent is overboomed, which is actually really bad for him. You kill the castle, but just the opponent can never fight. He's doing good raids, but you'll just replace. Okay, your guys are just stand ground tanking. Skirmishers from the Cuman player. He's not playing the correct unit. Oh, you got 2 of your bombards sniped, but it's fine. You're rich still. Actually rich. Yeah, Cumans never should have let the game go this long, because I think Byzantines is super favored now. In terms of relics, it's 2-2. And, well, Halb's going under the castle instead of protecting the bombards yet again. We got to be so careful with the army. It's tricky, but you can put your dudes on defensive stance or just pay a little bit more attention. Losing all the Halbs. Ay. Uh-oh. I mean, yeah, Cuman player probably should just get a Siege Ram champion push going. He's already on champions, so he could just go Siege Ram. He's going to go into Paladins, but we're already on Halbs, so there's potential for that to fail. But our micro is really, really cooking us here. We're kind of hanging out here without Siege, which is not really going to be the greatest. Bombard cannons, you recognize, are really important. He picks off another one. Got to just have those Halbs a little bit closer to the Trebs. But it's tricky. And the Rams are coming in for the red player here. Yep. Throwing the Halbs under the castle again. Ay. Got to keep them alive. We have a good Vil count. Treadmill Crane coming in. We're mass repairing. This Bombard just cannot find his way to the front to save this castle, though. The Siege Ram's going to be a problem. Oh, Bombard Cannons. Yeah, we had to delete our house here to get through. Spending all of the stone on repairing this low ground castle again. I mean, is it low ground? Maybe it's high ground from here, but it could have been low ground, or it could have been even ground if he had just put his guys here. But anyways, going into light cav right now. I mean, we're maxed, actually. We're actually maxed. So, sure. Yep. It looks like he's pushing you, but Byzantines is okay in these situations, actually. The amount of trash units that you can spend. Or spam. Throwing Halbs again, it's fine. You had good raid defense down here, which was really good, having the Halbs in position. Gotta get a few Halbs in this position. Luckily, half of the opponent's army is Cuman skirmishers, which are not very good. So, that's really good. The game should have been over after I failed the tower rush. Yeah. The opponent, all he needed to do was, instead of adding a third TC, just go full aggression. That's how Cumans should play. They should go for the 2 TC, get majorly ahead, early Castle Age, use the tech advantage with that strong economy to just win the game. With, like, Capped Ram, Night Push even would have just killed you. Or Step Lancers. Step Lancer, Capped Ram. Oh, man, throwing more units, though. We're dead now, though. Our Vil count is too low. We have no units. We just keep kind of losing guys. We don't have the final armor on cavalry, so they're useless. We're making so much cavalry without final armor, so they don't actually do anything without the final armor. Palisades, random outpost. Did we just hear a bunch of Vils just die? Somewhere? Man, dying to Cuman skirms is sad, though. We're done. Oh, man, the wood price is still pretty good, though. Yeah, but it's over. It's over. Nice fight. Nice fights. But it was mainly just keeping your siege alive, though. You gotta keep those Halbs closer to the siege and just make sure that they're attacking properly. Pepper B-Man, thank you for your prime.